What's up, YouTube? This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'm gonna give you guys my WWE Smackdown review on highlights. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell every time I premiere a brand new video, and also go follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Let's talk about Smackdown tonight. I give Smackdown a 4 tonight. It was, you know what I'm saying, everything else on the card was just there, but I give it Smackdown a 4. So it says, we'll be bringing you full fight by fight results of every match on the card. The show begins and we see a highlight package from this past weekend's Royal Rumble event, where Bobby Lashley defeated Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship due to the interference from the Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar will then go on to win the men's Royal Rumble match and challenge Roman Reigns for his Universal title at WrestleMania 38 this past Monday night on Raw. We then cut to the live arena in Oklahoma City, where Michael Cole and Pat McAfee are on commentary and welcomes us to the show. And out comes the Universal Champion Roman Reigns alongside Paul Heyman, as well as Jimmy and Jay the Usos. We see a video package of Roman Reigns' match against Seth Rollins from the Royal Rumble, where Reigns will lose by disqualification, but retain his Universal title due to the disqualification. Paul Heyman introduced himself as well as Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman says he came to the show tonight to acknowledge what really happened at the Royal Rumble. Paul Heyman says what happened last weekend wasn't done to make Brock Lesnar look dumb, but it did anyway. And when he told Roman Reigns that he need to be protected from Brock Lesnar, that was a mistake. Paul Heyman says he got punched right in the face from Roman Reigns because of it, but he acknowledged that he deserved it. Paul Heyman says Brock Lesnar is stupid for challenging Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and a GOAT. Roman Reigns can always slay a beast. Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman says he thought he'd spend the rest of his career introducing Brock Lesnar, but that won't ever happen again because at the Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns smashed Brock Lesnar, and at that moment he realized that he didn't need to protect Roman Reigns from Brock Lesnar, but he needed to protect Brock Lesnar from Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman says Roman Reigns offered him to hand for a forgiveness, the hand of love and the hand of family and the hand of the bloodline and the hand of acknowledgement. So he handed Roman Reigns the WWE Champion, and Roman Reigns smashes Brock Lesnar with it, and now Bobby Lashley is the new WWE Champion, which means that now everyone has to acknowledge that there will be a title versus title at WrestleMania, and now Brock Lesnar will do what Roman Reigns wants him to do at WrestleMania 38. Brock Lesnar will acknowledge the Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman says he acknowledged Roman Reigns as his tribal chief and bows to Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman tells the Oklahoma City crowd to acknowledge their tribal chief and WWE Hall of Famer. Goldberg music hits. This is where it all hits the fan. Goldberg says he acknowledged Roman Reigns as his next victim. Goldberg challenged Roman Reigns to a match at Elimination Chamber for the Universal Championship. Goldberg gets in Roman Reigns' face and says, "You're next." Drop the microphone and Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman and the Usos walk out of the ring as Roman Reigns and Goldberg stare each other down from afar. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee runs down tonight's card, which includes Ronda Rousey's decision on her WrestleMania opponent. Drew McIntyre will be in action. Jimmy Uso will face Eric, and up next, after the break, Ricochet will face Holland. And this is the thing. This is not fair. How does Goldberg come out of nowhere and start challenging Roman Reigns for the Universal title, and he didn't even earn to do nothing? What has Goldberg ever done to challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship? Goldberg hasn't even done nothing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we all got to deal with it anyway. Lance Goldberg does not win at the Elimination Chamber, I will be happy. But anyway, Rich, Rich Hollins versus Ricochet. This match was quick. Rich Hollins tosses Ricochet around the ring early and often. Ricochet tosses him out of the ring and then clasps with a baseball slide, but Rich Hollins catches him and tosses him into the barricade. Rich Hollins step up on the apron and then gets distracted by Sheamus and Cesaro talking talking outside of the ring, and Ricochet sneaks back in the ring and drills Rich Hollins with a pair of knees and gets the 1-2-3 for the win. The winner of the match, Ricochet. Back from the break, back from the break, and this has turned into a tag match. Alright, so we get Rich Hollins and Sheamus versus Ricochet and Cesaro. This tag team match went quick. Sheamus and Cesaro start this one off. Sheamus gets the better of the exchange. Ricochet tags in. Nails Sheamus with a moonsault from the top, goes for the cover, but Sheamus kicks out at 2. Cesaro tags back in and inbound Ricochet. Sheamus drills Ricochet with a big boot. Ricochet goes flying out of the ring. Rich Hollins gets tossed out. Sheamus rolls up Cesaro, but the switch powerhouse kick out at 2. But Sheamus continues the offense. Go up top, Cesaro nails him with a flying drop kick. Rich Hollins tags Sheamus behind Cesaro. Back game plants Cesaro with the Northern Grit for the 3 count and the win. The winner of the match, Rich Hollins and Sheamus. Rich Hollins and Sheamus. Alright. We then see gameplay footage for the upcoming WWE 2K22 video game that's set to release on March 11th. Jimmy Uso, along with his brother and fellow SmackDown Tag Team Champion Jey Uso, make their way down to the ring, and we head to another commercial break. So we get Jimmy Uso versus Eric. This match was random. This was random but quick at the same time. Eric used his power to gain the early advantage, drills Jimmy with a slam, goes for the cover, but Jimmy able to lift the shoulders after a 2 count. Jimmy comes back with a super kick, goes up top, nails Eric with a splash and gets the 3 count for the win. The winner of the match, Jimmy Uso. A video package is showing of Aaliyah's 3-second victory over Natalya from 2 weeks ago, followed by Aaliyah, the squad DQ win over Natalya from last week. Aaliyah then makes her way down to the ring, and she'll be in action against, you guessed it, Natalya after the break. So we get Aaliyah versus Natalya. This match was garbage. Aaliyah rolls up Natalya, but Natalya kicks right out. Natalya starts laying her with elbows, then knees, and she starts yelling at Aaliyah face, but Aaliyah rolls her up once again, and Natalya once again kicks right out. Aaliyah launches over the top rope and onto the apron. She lands on her elbow on Natalya, get back in the ring, and hammers away with punches. After a Blue Thousand press and a follow-up bulldog, Aaliyah goes for the cover, but Natalya kicks out. After a 2 count, Natalya fights back with a running clothesline and then tosses Aaliyah out of the ring and tosses her into the barricade. Natalya tosses Aaliyah around the outside until a count of 9, and Aaliyah sneaks away and slides into the ring, and the referee counts 10 before Natalya can get back into the ring. The winner of the match, Aaliyah. I did not really care about this match. This match was garbage. So we see Drew McIntyre is showing backstage, and he's on his way to the ring, and we head to a commercial break. Back from the break, and Drew McIntyre is in the ring and says Brock Lesnar got the better of him this time at the Royal Rumble, and he says their paths will cross again. McIntyre turns his attention to the idiots Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss, who makes their way out to the ring. Corbin asks Drew if it was worth eliminating him and Moss. Corbin says it wasn't worth it to come back so quickly after he and Moss injured his neck, and then the reason that Drew McIntyre not going to WrestleMania. Moss sneaks behind Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre points his sword backwards, stopping Madcap Moss in his tracks. Drew tells Madcap Moss to tell him a joke and says if Corbin comes into the ring, he'll draw blood. Madcap Moss makes an Oklahoma joke. Drew says he wants to hear a Drew McIntyre joke and tells Madcap Moss to make him laugh. Madcap Moss asks Drew what does the criminal who found not guilty have in common with the main event of WrestleMania 38. They both going to get off scot-free. Drew McIntyre fake laugh and hits Madcap Moss with a Claymore kick. Drew calls Madcap Moss an idiot and says he's going to make Happy Corbin live a living, you know what, every single week, and this is just the beginning. Alright. We then see footage of Sami Zayn on the red carpet at the You Know What Forever premiere early this week, where he confronted Johnny Knoxville at the Intercontinental Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura makes his way to the ring with Rick Boobs. And Shinsuke Nakamura will be in action against Jinder Mahal after the break. Alright, so we get Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal. This match was quick. Before the match, Sami Zayn makes his way down to the ring and joins commentator and to get a closer look at Shinsuke Nakamura. It's ahead of their title match in 2 weeks. Shinsuke Nakamura gets the work early, going right for the King shots. Jinder Mahal blocks and slams. Shinsuke Nakamura goes for the cover, but Shinsuke Nakamura kicks out at 2. Jinder Mahal continues to attack, laying into the champion with stumps but Nakamura fights back with some elbows and forearms before Jinder Mahal goes back on the offense with a clothesline. Jinder Mahal clubs Shinsuke Nakamura in the back of the head with elbows and then kick and head and an arm choke. Shinsuke Nakamura nails Jinder with a Pele kick, then drop kicks and lays out Jinder Mahal with the King Shotzi for the 3 count and the win. The winner of the match, Shinsuke Nakamura. Can somebody take the title off of, can somebody take the Intercontinental Championship off of Shinsuke Nakamura? Come on, Sami Zayn. That's all I'm saying. Somebody need to take the Intercontinental Championship away from Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, let's move on. We then see a recap of WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg confronting and challenging Universal Champion Roman Reigns to a title match at Elimination Chamber. Michael Cole announced that the match is official for the event in Saudi Arabia in 2 weeks, and we head to a commercial break. Back from the break, and Naomi is backstage with Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville. Adam Pearce makes Naomi versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship official for next week. We then see a video package hyping up Roman Reigns Universal Championship defense against Goldberg at Elimination Chamber. I hope, I'm just gonna say this: Roman Reigns is going to retain. I hope Roman Reigns is going to retain the Universal Championship at Elimination Chamber. I'm calling it down the middle. Roman Reigns is going to retain the Universal Championship at Elimination Chamber. Watch I tell you. Alright, back from the break. And Michael Cole and Pat McAfee announced that Drew McIntyre will face Madcap Moss at Elimination Chamber. That match is going to be garbage. We then see Kayla Braxton backstage with Natalya. Kayla asks Natalya how she feels after losing to Aaliyah once again and how she feels about her dungeon-style match against her next week. Natalya tells Kayla Braxton that she's just go to herself. Natalya goes into the locker room and Xia Li walks out and stares Natalya down. Natalya says she just wait until next week to tell her, and we head to the ring for our to our next match. So we get the New Day versus Lost Authorities. All right, this was fine for what it was. This was fine for what it was. It says Biggie, Angel, Garza started this one, but Biggie lays Angel out with a running clothesline, tagging Kofi Kingston, who lays out Angel Garza, goes for the cover, but Angel Garza kicks out at 2. But Angel Garza sneaks and tags to Humberto, who also gets taken out by Kofi, who goes for another cover, but Humberto able to lift the shoulders after a count of 2. Humberto gets some offense win and tosses Kofi into the corner. Humberto tags in Angel Garza and they both attack Kofi Kingston. And Biggie gets knocked off the apron by Angel Garza. All 4-men brawl outside the ring. Kofi launches himself off the middle rope to the outside, and Humberto smokes him with a super kick, and we head to a commercial break. Back from the break, Los Authorities continues their attack inside of the ring. Angel Garza takes off his pants and then tags in Humberto, who locks in a choke. They choke into Kofi, then a slam goes up top for a moonsault. But Kofi gets to his feet and crawls to his corner and tags Big E. Humberto also makes a tag to Angel Garza, but Big E nails him with a bell to belly and then another and a third. And Big E nails Angel Garza with a splash, leads the New Day rock chant, goes for the big ending, but Angel Garza stops the momentum with a backstabber. Big E comes right back with a urine that tags in Kofi, who goes up top with a flying bulldog. Kofi goes for the cover, but Humberto sneaks back into the ring and breaks it up. Humberto takes out Big E on the outside. Angel Garza rolls up Kofi Kingston back in the ring. Kofi Kingston kick out. Angel Garza tags in Humberto Carrillo. They take out Kofi Kingston with a flying missile drop kick / slam combo. Humberto goes for the cover, but Kofi Kingston kicks out at 2.5. Angel Garza tag back in. Goes for a wing clipper, but Kofi Kingston rolls out and makes the tag to Biggie, who once plants Angel Garza with the big Andy and gets the 1, 2, 3 for the win. The winner of the match, the New Day, Biggie and Kofi Kingston. After the match, we see a video package highlight Ronda Rousey returned this past weekend after Royal Rumble, where she won the Women's Royal Rumble, and it's announced that she'll be here next. But SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair makes her way to the ring, and we see from her after the break. All right, back from the break, Sonya Deville makes her way out to the ring, where SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair was set to speak. Sonya Deville says that Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch has informed her with that Ronda Rousey has chosen Becky Lynch to face off at WrestleMania. Sonya says a contract is expected to be signed, but Becky Lynch this Monday coming Monday Night Raw. Sonya Deville says after Charlotte Flair retains her title against Naomi next week, Charlotte Flair will be in need of WrestleMania 38 opponent who she allowed Charlotte Flair to name that opponent now. Charlotte Flair says she's not surprised that Ronda Rousey chosen Becky Lynch. Because Charlotte Flair has been there day in and day out, winning, fighting and competing, and has become the most dominant champion in all of WWE. Charlotte says Ronda been too busy playing video games and having a baby. Charlotte Flair says she's not saying Ronda Rousey not a game changer and not an elite athlete, but she'll be worried if Ronda Rousey if she doesn't choose Becky Lynch because mom versus mom is an easier route. Charlotte Flair Charlotte Flair says she's never been better and said she the main event of WrestleMania. So if Ronda Rousey wants to choose Becky Lynch on the other card, be her guest because number one doesn't talk about number two. Charlotte Flair asks the crowd who she should choose to face at WrestleMania. Charlotte says she'll pick someone who isn't her tonight. Sasha Banks. It says Sasha Banks. Charlotte Flair says she wishes Sasha Banks a what? I'm sorry. Charlotte Flair says she wishes Sasha Banks was there so she can hear Sasha thank her in WrestleMania 38. It's going to be the best and worst day of her life, and she'll have a contract waiting for her when she gets back. Ronda Rousey music hits, and she makes her way out to the ring. Talk about in her last time, she cracked it. She won the World Woman, and she gets to pick who she faces. Ronda Rousey said Charlotte Flair was right about one thing: being a mom changes her perspective, and she didn't fly across the country with her baby during a snowstorm just like two. She wanted to show her baby the family business of kicking you know what, and she owns Charlotte Flair in you know what beating. Ronda Rousey says she's on Charlotte and you know what beating. Ronda Rousey says and Charlotte Flair needed to be clear about one thing. She's not special. She was just first. She see you at WrestleMania 38. You know what? Yells Ronda Rousey. Charlotte Flair says the SmackDown Women's Champion is her baby, and prettier than Ronda Rousey takes her jacket off. Takes off her jacket. Sonya Deville tells Ronda Rousey that she has a terrible temper and she runs the show. Not Ronda Rousey. Sonya Deville tells Ronda Rousey to back off. Charlotte Flair charged Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey toss Sonya Deville aside and throws Charlotte Flair away. Sonya Deville latched onto Ronda Rousey back with a rear naked choke. Charlotte Flair slides out of the ring, and Ronda Rousey locks in an armbar onto Sonya Deville until Sonya Deville taps out. Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair um, stare each other down for an affair as the show goes off the air. All right, in my honest opinion about SmackDown tonight. Now, everything else on the card of SmackDown was just there. I gotta give SmackDown a 4 tonight. I gotta give it a 4. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Smackdown review and highlights, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Tap that notification bell when I premiere a brand new video. And also follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch and Discord down below in the description. And I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow from Mortal Kombat 11. So you guys need to be there on my stream on Twitch. But if I don't have nothing else to do on Sunday and Tuesday, cause Sunday I gotta be at Showstopper TV on Twitch. So I will be at Showstopper TV on Twitch. But Tuesday, if I ain't got nothing else to do, I will stream on YouTube as well. But anyway, this your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Always. Yeah, have a great weekend. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I'm out of here. This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.